Hey guys, welcome back to Coffee Talk, where I take an interesting topic and give it to you in the time it takes to drink a cup of coffee. So grab your cup of coffee, make sure it is steaming hot, and add a little cream and a dash of sugar if you please. And if coffee's not what you do, perhaps a herbal tea is more you. Make sure it's steeped to perfection. My favorite is a lavender tea with a dash of honey. And if you don't do coffee or tea, perhaps a nice fruity smoothie is more what you do. And let's sit back and get into today's topic, which is part two of a trophy wife tragedy and a teachable moment. So now let's sit back and drink this coffee. So let's jump in right where we left off. I left off talking about the fact that this was a quote unquote Christian relationship. Never mind the fact that this gentleman was older than her. And as someone who was raised in the church, still in the church, this situation unfortunately is not something that is not commonplace in quote unquote Christian relationships. That's the unfortunate part. Now, what I'm talking about is that unfortunately, you have men in the church who are attracted to and go after younger women, sometimes very young. In her situation, she wasn't that young, but she basically was his open door to him basically acting out his depravity with his own children. And that too is something that unfortunately is hidden in dark secrets within Christianity in the church. One of the sad facts is that many women in quote unquote Christian marriages endure things that they would not do, all in the name of submitting to their husbands if they were not in a quote unquote Christian marriage. One of the things that this woman talked about was the fact that her husband took it by force when she said no. A no is a no in a marriage and outside of a marriage. No means no. If the woman doesn't say yes, it means no. But many quote unquote men in marriage think that they can just take it whenever they want. It's still the R word on your spouse. And in this situation, it's even worse because he is alleged to have perpetrated these same atrocities against his own very young daughters. And according to what we're being told, the daughters said that it was the father, and it doesn't appear that it was coaxed. Now, there's been horrible stuff out there saying that it was the older brothers, but I don't think that that was the case. We were listening to things that you hear in the background of some of the now deleted tapes, videos on her YouTube channel that kind of led us to believe that stuff was happening right there under her nose. And that's the horrifying, teachable part of this. It's like, ladies, Even if it is this man's only own children, you still have to protect your children. There is so much depravity today. And in this situation, we're talking about someone who quote unquote is Christian. And you would think that that's not going on, but yet and still it does. It does. So here we have this tragic tale of this woman who clearly was still broken from what had happened to her in her own childhood. I don't think this woman ever got therapy from that. She just went looking for the knight in shining armor who was going to take care of her and take care of her kids. And she was going to be a stay at home mom. And she ended up in this controlling situation where she was taken advantage of, and she was in a situation where she had small children who were also taken advantage of. This is a teachable moment, women. Do not try to go after things like being a trophy wife and not watching out for the protection of the children that you bring into that situation, and also children that come into that situation. Not saying that this is what happens in every trophy wife situation, but this is what happened in this one. She got what she wanted, but I think she got a whole lot more than what she wanted. And she and these children are going to be in therapy for ever, probably, because it's going to take a long time to heal from this situation. My personal opinion is she needs to stay off of YouTube and stay off of TikTok, go heal, get some therapy. Don't worry about how she was making money. Go back to working in corporate America like you were before you became a trophy wife, dear. Seriously. This is a clear warning to all of the rest of you out there who are out there, following the advice of Ashira 7. Now, I don't know. Maybe she should have followed the advice of Crystal and Carrison. Maybe the pink pill would have been better, because if she had followed that, Crystal and Carrison also went into a marriage with children. Now, in her situation, she did get with someone who was of the palm color persuasion. Maybe that's what you need to try if you foolishly are going to try this again. I wouldn't if I were you, Isis. I think you just need some me time, and you don't need to be going out looking for a man to take care of things for you. Teachable moment, ladies. It's a teachable moment. Everything that is bright and shiny is not always what it turns out to be, especially for us beautiful sisters. This is a tragic situation of what happened with this woman and her children. And look for the red flags. Any man that's controlling your situation, anytime you have a situation where he is trying to take it from you, she shouldn't have gotten married to this man so quickly. There's a whole bunch of stuff that came into play. And definitely, she probably had no business marrying someone who's that much older than her. Just because they're older doesn't mean that they have their ish together and that they aren't some type of, I don't know, depraved person. Well, you guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this second part of this teachable moment and learned something from what happened to this new trophy wife. I will see you guys in the next coffee talk, because There are other subjects that we have to cover besides what happened with this young lady, and I am bursting at the seams to get them out to you. So I am about to go and grab myself another cup of coffee so I can start working on the next one. I got a few of them coming for you. But what I want you to do is to leave me some comments down in that comment section. Tell me what you think about this situation with Isis, the new trophy wife, and where she is now. Do you agree with me? Should she have just hang it up and go take care of herself and her kids and go to therapy? If you do or don't agree with me, it's not a problem. I just want to hear how you would deal with this situation so we can continue the conversation down in the comments section. I will see you guys in the next video. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that bell, subscribe to the channel so you're notified of all my upcoming content. Also, if you don't mind, I would love it if you would follow me on all my other social media. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram as DC the Purple Diva, and check out my other YouTube channel, The Purple Diva Den, where I do spoken word. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out, you guys. Peace. Bye, y'all.